Hi students, this is Sister Inacia from the Department of English is offering you a topic on Mary Wollstonecraft's A Vindication of the Rights of Women. The learning outcomes from this topic is learn the writings of Wollstonecraft through the feminist perspective and contextualize them within larger historical, social and cultural contexts. Number 2, examine and engage in theoretical and scholarly debates about a vindication of rights of women. And the third one, synthesize the ideas from the topic and present their own analytical arguments and apply to the present society. The background of Mary Wollstonecraft is that in 1790 she produced her Vindication of the Rights of Man as a response to Edmund Burke's reflections on the revolution in France, which is defense of constitutional monarchy, aristocracy and the Church of England. In 1792 she published her A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, an important work which advocating equality of the sexes and the main doctrines of the later women's movement made her both famous and infamous in her own time. She struggled with the difficulties caused by her father, and she played a maternal role for her sisters and mother, and she also established a school with her sister Eliza. Later, she became translator and literary advisor to Joseph Johnson, the publisher of radical texts. She got acquainted with the intellectuals of the day such as Thomas Paine, William Blake, Henry Fusel, and William Godwin. In her dedication, Wollstonecraft states that the main idea in her book is based on the simple principle: if woman is not prepared by education to become the companion of man, she will stop the progress of knowledge and virtue. She says that true freedom necessitates equality of the sexes. Intellect or reason is superior to emotion or passion. Persuade women to acquire strength of mind and body. Wollstonecraft advocates education as the key for women to achieve a sense of self-respect and a new self-image that can enable them to live to their full capabilities. She expressed how women were legally prostituted through these forced marriages, anxious to make them alluring mistresses than affectionate wives and rational mothers. Rousseau explains that the rule of reason was to be achieved by the exclusion of the objects of passion, women, from public life, because if women enter public life, they not only disrupt that, they also destroy its domestic foundations. Wollstonecraft was against the idea that women were irrational creatures because reason is a God-given possession and men and women are equal in the eyes of God. Wollstonecraft advocates education as the key for women to achieve a sense of self-respect and a new self-image that can enable them to live to their full capabilities. True education has to make both woman and man are equally free, then they are equally dutiful in exercise of their responsibilities. Education recognizes her duty to educate her own children, to be an equal partner with her husband. Woman is a creature of both thought and feeling, a creature of reason. Wollstonecraft wants true equality in education because only when women and men are equally free and women and men are equally dutiful in exercise of their responsibilities, to family and state can there be true freedom. To realize this dream, women should be given the same opportunities for growth and education as the great men of history had enjoyed, because both men and women are rational creatures. To sum up, Wollstonecraft established the main guidelines for the future liberal feminist movement, which sees access, education, and the changes in the laws necessary to achieve those the key elements in the struggle for women's equality. Without equal and quality education for women, they should be doomed to Rousseau's vision of a separate and always inferior sphere. Reading A Vindication of the Rights of Women today, most readers are struck with how relevant some parts are, yet how archaic are others. This reflects the enormous changes in the value society places on women's reason today as contrasted to the late 18th century. But it also reflects the many ways in which issues of equality of rights and duties are still with us today. Thank you.